Okay, how many of you have this calendar? And how many of you have any calendar actually? And how many of you have a cutting board? Okay, I want to take a picture out of this calendar and I want to put it on this cutting board. A friend of mine wants a picture on this cutting board and I have a bow that she wants me to put on it. So that's what we're going to do. So I picked out the picture, pulled it out, and now we're going to use water to tear it. We don't want to cut the picture. I want it to look more natural. So we're going to use water and a paintbrush to go around the picture to tear the paper so it looks more natural. So watch what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to use the paintbrush, go around the edges of the cutting board. I'm going to get a crease there. Now you can use any picture you want and any size cutting board you want. You can do that with any calendar, really. Just have your heart's content at any picture you want. Calendars are so fun because one side is not, it's you use it for everyday use, and then the other side is just a usable picture that you can put on any piece of wood, or you can put it on this size piece here. You can hang it, or you can just use it as a stand-up piece in your kitchen. Now I do want it to look torn, so that's okay with me. I don't want it to rip down the middle or anything, but that's okay what it's doing there. It's just supposed to look like that, so I'm fine with that. So when you get done doing that, now you need to decide, do you want to leave your cutting board bare looking, or do you want to paint it? For me, I want to have mine with a little color. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this purple Elmer's glue to put the picture on because I don't want it to wrinkle like it would with Mod Podge. So I'm going to use this purple glue stick here. I'm going to put it on the paper and I'm going to put it on the cutting board. If I'm not very careful here, it's going to rip. So I'm trying to be very careful. It takes a minute. It's a big piece. I think you can leave this piece hanging in January. I'm not really sure, but that's what my friend wanted. And when I first started doing this, the first little piece, it ripped just a little bit. So I decided to get me a piece of saran paper, saran wrap, plastic wrap, whatever you want to use, as long as it's plastic. Put it over your fingers. I'm showing you that it did rip a little bit, but you can't tell it. So get a little piece of plastic wrap or saran wrap or whatever. Put it over your fingers and start rubbing it. It's not going to tear then because it just slides right over it. It rubs out most of the wrinkles or bubbles or whatever you want to call it that may be forming due to the glue and due to the plastic thing that I used. So I went ahead and used that. So now I want to take, you can use a sanding block, but here I'm using the emery board. You can use a big emery board. I'll have to go back and glue some of the edges down. I see that they're not done all the way. Just doing the edges with an emery board and getting those neatly filed down. Yes, I thought it was going to look more natural, like I thought it would look like the top there does. But since it don't all the way around, I'm just going to do the cutting board method. The emery board method. Now I need to glue down these edges. You would need to do the same because you don't want those coming up. just want to get the rest of the edges off there. I don't want to leave them on the side. See, I thought it was going to be on top, and the edges would show around the edge of the top, but I don't want them hanging down the sides looking like that. I think it's already pretty. I think it looks good. But now I want to add gray to the top of the handle, which is going to be covered up by the bow anyways. It's a big bow. But you can leave yours solid color. You can paint it. You can leave it white. You can do whatever you want to yours. Because you're probably going to put a bow up there. You can even use twine and just wrap it around the handle there a couple of times. And that would look cute too. But I've got a great big bow that she wants to put on it. Now I'm using a mop brush there and just rubbing it in. I don't want it to look like all stark gray. I want it to look like a soft gray that's old, you know, rugged looking. Now I want to do the sides. This isn't the paintbrush I should have used for the sides. I'm not trying to make it look like a solid color. I'm just trying to put some on there and brush it on a little bit. I still want to be able to see the wood grain. Sorry, my hand's in the way. Now I'm going to put Mod Podge on the top since it's dry now. If you don't do that, the top is just going to probably, I would think that it's going to eventually over time, it's just going to peel back. But if you do the Mod Podge on the top, a very thin coat at first so it doesn't wrinkle up, I think it'll be fine. And then later on do another coat after that dries. If you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel. Give me a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Share me with a friend or hit copy, and then it looks like you've shared it to a friend through YouTube anyways. Here's the bow that we both love on it. Yes, it's a big bow. It makes a big statement, but it's so pretty on it. You can put a small bow on it. You can put twine on it. You can just put a little red bow on it. But this is so pretty. Me and my friend both loved it on here. Be sure to hit that notification bell so you can come back each time I put up a video. I'd love to have you here each time. Is this not so pretty? Oh my gosh, it makes my heart so happy. I just love it. It's so pretty. Let me show you hanging up. This is it. This is the finished product. Isn't it not gorgeous? Oh, I love it. Thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate you so much. Y'all are just a blessing to me. I love y'all so much. I hope y'all have a great day. Please come back and join me again. Thank you. I'll see you soon. I just love this piece. I think it's so pretty.